Get a munch, dude. Hello and welcome to insert name, because I don't know, I'm not going to run with the Outsider Outcast podcast thingy because it's already taken, and that's not the Buzzcuzz.
So it might be not the Buzzcuzz.
So it might
or
be
the
called
Buzzcuzz.
the Buzzcuzz, not the Buzzcuzz, or Yawns and Yarns, I don't know, one of Z2. But welcome, and again I have my special guest, Jessie, or J3551E in the Matrix.
Hello.
Did you get it? Did you get it, Jessie?
Yeah. Is that your joke?
No, that's not my joke. So I'm starting off with a joke, and the joke is, there once was a man named Odd. People made fun of him because of his name, so he decided to keep his gravestone blank. And so when people walked past, they said, "That's Odd."
Wow.
Insert the drums.
That was great.
Jessie doesn't want to do a joke,
So I'm not doing one.
so she's not doing one. And the intro beat that just played was from my friend
Millie Mouse.
Follow him on SoundCloud. Again, his stuff is playing in the background. And if you haven't already, listen to TNT show with Tim and Tom, and catch up. I think there's 50 episodes just come out, so have a listen, have a watch. Cheers. Yeah.
There's some shit talk from them.
Some shit talks, current events and shit, movie reviews. What else have we been talking? That sort of stuff.
You have to watch it and find out.
Yeah, get amongst that shit, Jay. So, hopefully the sound quality is better. What's beeping in the background? Sorry, guys. Close that one. Close that one. Good fun. Okay. As we were. So, what's been up? What have you been up to? For everyone that's listening. What did we talk about last time? Last time we broke down
Leaving home.
in Indonesia.
Yeah. And a little bit of Singapore.
Yeah, and getting to Singapore, and we'll still carry on with that sort of stuff. But we'll just talk about some random shit.
Yeah. What day is it today? Wednesday.
We don't tell days because that, you know, I might fuck this shit up. And it takes 2 weeks to come out, and
Yeah,
it's just Wednesday, Hump Day. It's been I don't know, the whole Hump Day thing in general is not like, I've never really seen it as like a getting over the Hump Day.
I feel like I've felt it more recently. Maybe it's just because like after Christmas and stuff. Like I worked during Christmas, you know, but everything's starting back up after Christmas. I feel like I'll be like, ugh, it's the middle of the week. Maybe because like the weeks are now longer instead of having like little short weeks leading up to Christmas.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
because
with
you get all
the
those
holidays and all that
it
sort of
all
stuff.
jumps
so
in
you-
and stuff. In general, though, like Hump Days, I feel like that's not something I was always like, yeah, it's Wednesday, like 2 more days left.
Don't enjoy your weekend.
I haven't had a job in a month though, which is crazy to think. Speaking about unemployment and people in general being employed, I think we've done pretty well, considering.
Yeah.
So what, we left home. I last had a proper job in
November.
Yeah, in November. So plumber, but like, you know, since we left home in June 2016, quit my job in I think April.
Oh right, yeah.
And then had a year off. Didn't work again until May 2017. then haven't
Then who knows what?
6 months. You know? I'm just like, for the amount of time I've worked, you've worked, we're doing all good. We just bought a new car.
We had to buy a new car.
Yeah, so we had a piece of shit. A
It
little
was
runaround.
beautiful, golden. We
The
still
golden
have it.
poo. Yeah, it's still here. We need to sell it.
It took us up the coast of WA.
WA pretty
With
far.
roadies,
A full-on road trip with one of our Canadian mates. The man, funny ass guy. Brody. It would be cool if we could get him on there. That'd be dope.
Rode up. I wonder if you can do like a streaming thing.
I think you can like Skype call, but then that lag is what like fucks with me. I'm just like not a fan of it.
Brody, you're gonna have to come over again.
Straight up. But yeah, so the car like got us all the way up and then back. But Jessie clipped the car.
No, okay, it hit me.
How? Break it down. Break it down for everyone.
First let's start off with the car. We bought it and it was a manual, and I don't know how to drive. I didn't know how to drive manual. I had to learn.
Which is something everyone should learn to do, is to drive manual. It saves lives, kids.
Yeah, but I was
Save
like
your own life.
thrown in the deep end. Just here's a car, drive it home, and it wasn't a short way home
It's
either.
like an hour
it was
drive.
like an hour, which is fine when you're on the motorway because you're just like one speed all the way. But then you get into suburbia and Stall City. Let's just be real. So it was like the third day of having the car, and I drove out of work, and this guy.
Fuck, was it only 3 days? Woman.
What? Should I just continue my story now?
Yeah, keep going. So you drove out of the driveway
And a guy came into my lane and his trailer, like he didn't indicate into my lane, and his trailer hit the front of the car. And he was all worried about his trailer that he had no problem, like had no issues with it at all. And I just smashed the front of the car.
broke the light, G. Anyway.
So it had a broken light.
Yeah, no, like it was going all good, like car
The
runs
light
fine.
still worked, just a smash.
Just
like,
cracked and like a dented bumper. But I got pulled over last week at a cop stop. I feel like it was a semi-racist little run through. So the cop they were pulling over doing breath stops, and it was at like I don't know, fucking pulling cop stops.
Yeah.
And so he went to there's 5 people doing breathalyzers at a time, so they pulled 5 cars over. And he went to go wave me through. Then he looks at me and like stops me, waves me in to wait behind the car because he had just they were full with 5 cars doing the breathalyzers, so everyone was driving through.
You obviously look drunk.
Fuck off. And so he pulled me in anyway and gets me to do the breathalyzer test, which I passed. And then the girl starts looking at the front of the car and she's like, "Oh, does your light work?" I was like, "Yeah." So, "Oh, you need to get that fixed." And then she starts doing a full check, pulls me over, and then the bitch and this other guy like end up yellow sticker in the car, meaning it has to go through the pits, which is just
over here you don't have to have a warrant on your car.
yeah, you don't have to have a warrant. Pretty dope.
You pretty much like every 3 months you pay for, well, whatever, 3, 6, 12 months you pay for registration, and that's it.
And that's
So
like,
unless your rego runs out, that's when you have to take it to like a shop to get
which
it
like for all the
legal.
cousins and stuff, and back home, you know, we'd all just be like, yeah. As long as you keep that like rego up, your car's
and
like
don't get pulled over.
yeah, and don't get pulled over for anything dodgy, but your car's solid like that. It's your responsibility to keep that car up and going. But yeah, so she ended up yellow stickering it, so I can drive it until the 22nd, like for a couple of days. But it's not even, no, don't take, it's not even worth it, so fuck that.
Like we bought it for $1,000. It's got like 200 and something thousand Ks.
It's smashed. It's not like the clutch is
like,
yeah, cunty ass clutch, cunty clutch, and so
it's not worth it. So
it's just not worth it at all.
we're just gonna like, I don't know, hopefully sell it. You'll find out next time what we did with it.
What happens to the yellow poop? So
Golden poop.
golden poop. So we got so we went and bought a little Hyundai Getz.
So cute.
It's
It's
fucking,
like
it's so
the
much
flashiest
better.
car we've ever had.
Straight up, like I've only ever owned, other than this piece of shit, like yellow, I have to put the cars under my name because I got WA license. But other than like that, I've owned Mitsubishi Tritias straight. 2 of them. And a motorbike, 2 motorbikes.
Yeah,
But
this is still.
yeah, but this car is way better. It runs better and everything.
It's all a little like cute and fancy and.
It feels fucking
We're
feels
gonna be
mean.
like those sneaky little cars that are in car parks that you're like, oh, there's a car park. No, it's our car.
And then nuts. We got our little Getz in there, so get out of here. Getz out of here.
Yeah, better joke than a better joke.
That was the joke. So yeah, the car's going good. I like it anyway.
I feel like I'm relearning to drive manual again because I've only driven our shitty golden coupe.
So you're
feel
back.
like a newbie again.
Yeah. Driving
good.
school all over again.
I'll get there. No crashing.
But yeah, it's not like, and this car didn't cost us a bunch. It's like just over $1,000, but it's just 2,000 and something.
Yeah.
Like just such a better car.
Case, good
Which-
sound system.
Which I like. I don't know. I feel like I've always been one for just getting a car from A to B, not a materialistic car
Yeah.
like everyone else gets. We've got friends like that. That brings me to a point how people will go into debt for a car, and yes, it's gonna run good, and or is it? But
You never know.
yeah. But a lot of people go into debt for debt.
Debt. I should know I'm a debt collector.
Debt collector. But for cars.
And it's all just like to have like I don't know, a pretty car or someone has a nicer car than me, so I want
Yeah,
a
like,
better
oh,
car
fuck.
or that
That's-
sort of thing.
They're like,
But like our shitty little Kia got us from A to B, just like the new Getz is gonna.
and I think that's one that like consumerism, consumerism. But that's like we're as a people we're so used to just buying the latest, buying yawns and yarns. There it is. Buying the latest. Anyway,
Is it back on? Sam's just checking my food because it smells good and I don't want to burn it. Mr. Chefman. Are you sure it's cooked?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
This one's probably gonna have no video, but
Oh, really?
maybe not. Lol.
We'll soon find out.
Yeah. So Malaysia got to KL.
Oh, yeah,
Reggae
we
and
took a
shit.
bus like from Singapore to.
The bus was wow. Crossing that bridge was full on. Like from Singapore to Malaysia, just boom. I feel like straight away different country. Eh?
Oh, yeah. I was wondering where you were going with that.
Like Singapore's so clean, tidy, everything's organised. You get onto the
like
Malay,
big city life.
get onto the Malay side, and it was straight away just like
Just
a bit more rundown, street vendors and stuff. So
Yeah.
you just instantly kind of got to Malaysia. You just knew it.
It was just completely different.
Southeast Asia, boom. But the bus ride was alright.
Yeah.
Standard bus ride, a little bit longer than expected.
As they all are.
As they were like, fuck.
Yeah. But we'll get there.
Prep yourself. You get there, you're always going to get there.
So where do we go? Oh, we went to KL.
And we went straight to a reggae mansion, which is
Something else. It's a hostel, but like a 5-star hostel.
yeah, it would be.
So nice.
It would actually be like a 5-star
I'm
hostel.
sure we already spoke about the beds.
Yeah, we kind of did.
Yeah.
We were speaking about beds in general.
And Mr. Robert Reggae.
Oh, yeah, we
Mr.
already spoke about it, eh?
Yeah.
Mr. Robert Reggae, remember I said about him being
Crazy.
like Mr. Chow.
Yeah.
But that place was super cool. And just meeting everyone, like travelling to... From there we went to Perhentian Islands and just got invited from one of the girls' cars she was going. And she just invited like 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah, so it was like her, Beth, and Emma left that same like together, didn't they?
Yeah, they caught a flight in Karen.
On Karen.
And then we just met up with them there.
Then we like took another night bus.
Took a night bus it stopped in a town before the town. We had to catch a boat to the island, but they were about an hour and a half away.
No, but remember when we had to change buses in the night time?
Oh yeah.
It was so weird. I thought like because you sleep, you're on a night bus, so you're like trying to fall asleep, but you can't because it's fucking freezing. Because they always make them freezing, and your face just disappeared.
Very nice, Jay.
And they told us to like get off the bus and change bus because of where we're going, and like take all our bags off and stuff. And I was just like, fuck, we're just gonna be like driven to the middle of nowhere and dropped off. Like,
and charged the billion.
So fucking stupid.
Ringgit.
But
Ringgit?
yeah, a million ringgit. We got to the bus depot, but it was like what, 4 in the morning or something.
Something silly like that.
And there's no buses at that time to try and get to the port, which was an hour away from the bus depot, to then get a boat across these islands. And of course all the taxi drivers are waiting there because they know that the tourists are coming around and are going to be like
needing a ride.
Yeah. So they're all trying to like grab you and get you.
Come with me.
Yeah. And you're meant to barter with them, which is shit when you've had like no sleep and you just want to get somewhere.
You literally just like, we were just like, fuck, we just want to go.
Yeah.
But then I was being stopped. I was like, nah, fuck, we're not going with these guys. These guys are going to rip us off. And so we sat there for like
20 minutes?
20 minutes or so, trying to like get another ride, trying to suss out an Uber because they have Uber. And then that just wasn't going to work out, eh? And so I had to ask one of them.
Yeah.
But he gave us a pretty decent price. I don't even know how much it was. But on the way there, so it's like nighttime. We're driving in the dark and he's speeding because he's like, I get you there for the 7:30 ferry or something. Because the boat leaves at 7:30. We're like, oh, okay, whatever. So this dude's like full blast, like pedal to the floor. And then there was like a pop sound, eh?
Oh, yeah.
And then like, doof, doof, doof. I was like, oh, the fuck? And so he pulls over in like the pitch black middle of nowhere.
It was so dark. Like, we had to get out like little torches.
Yeah, we had to pull out torches and shit. And he fucking popped the tyre. And so I had to help him change his tyre like in the middle of nowhere at night time.
It was like raining as well, eh?
Yeah, fuck, it was a laugh.
All the things there.
Those are like the best stories, like the best things about travelling, eh, is not the best,
random shit,
but it just adds to the whole adventure is when things go wrong and you're just like, wow.
But then he like drops us off at this, just like a gate, and he's like, go, run, go, go, go. And we were like, what the fuck, what's going on?
What do we do? Yeah, and then he went and told someone, eh?
Yeah, and then we were just sort of like shoved on this boat.
I was a bit skeptic at first because of like, he went and grabbed some guy to buy the tickets. I was like, fuck, my man's just here to hustle us, like, got us to this place and now he's going to try and grab a few extra dollars. But he ended up helping us get on the first boat and it was cheap.
Yeah.
And so we're super fucked, shitty as sleep, and tired, like, caught an overnight bus, get in this taxi, tyre breaks down, all of that. Then we have to catch this boat to the island and I was like, oh fuck, just fucking get me there.
Yeah. We got there like so stupid early, and because you're so early, you can't get into like a room.
You missing the getting there though.
It was getting there.
Like the sun coming up, and then we got like, because it was still dark on the boat, and then we got there and it like lights and just perfect water.
It was so beautiful.
So beautiful. So the Perhentian Islands is stunning.
Yeah.
Like the water, I was blown. I was like, fuck, like tripping out.
Bluest water, like.
Just clear, super clear water.
For so long as well, you can see so far.
And so yeah, we were like on this boat, and then we kind of got hustled again. Had to pay $2 to put our stuff on another boat.
On a little boat.
To take us to the shore, because the fuckers.
But not like right to the shore, right? So that we just wanted to get out in the water
and walk
with our bags. So like, oh, it's just silly.
Yeah, so we paid extra $2 to get a ride from our boat to on another boat to get dropped off in the water. Where the fuck, like the other boat could have just dropped us there, the bastard.
Oh well, they paid some money.
Yeah, you know, support your local.
And then
then we
had
could
to like, wait for ages, like pretty much the whole day almost.
Yeah, till 12 or
just,
something,
like,
or 1.
slept on the hammocks and at the beach.
At the beach, and then our mates came out and we just spent a week there.
I think a bit more than that.
Just living up life, chilling out. There's not much to do there. That's the true island vibe, eh? The Corinthians. So you can go to the Thai islands where you've still got malls and shit. Go to Bali and you've got malls and shops and all of that shit. In the Corinthians, there's nothing. No road.
No.
It's just a beach.
You can walk like through a path to the other side, but
To
like
another
the
beach.
end's just a path. Like
Yeah, just a dirt path, or like little brick paved path, but there's some little restaurants, and that's the
good
true
food though.
super good food, and
Like
it's
those
cheap.
sandwiches that we were having, do you remember? Every day.
Nah, dude.
I do, because they were so tasty.
So look, super cheap food. The same, like you're not gonna spend
Yeah.
more than $4, $5 on a meal. If you do, you're getting a super good meal.
Oh, but do you remember we bought a jar of peanut butter that we took around with us everywhere,
Oh yeah.
and so we'd just buy bread. Fuck, this is
Oh,
like
that's right. That's right.
we're
Fucking life hack for anyone who's traveling.
just carry a friggin' jar. Like we chose peanut butter, obviously, but you
Just some spread.
yeah, and because you can buy bread pretty much everywhere, and we just had like our pocket knife when we get hungry and just
That was our like go-to snack every.
and like we'd share
Throughout
with people.
Asia.
Like if you're with people and everyone's hungry, like yeah, I have some peanut butter on bread.
Straight up, we offered it
It's
to
so
him,
good.
and we made friends like just offering peanut
Yeah.
butter on bread, just sitting there, and then we'll pull out our peanut butter and bread, and it's like, oh, do you guys want a peanut butter and bread? And then it's like, yep. And that's like I feel like we made heaps of friends
Yeah.
like that, just offering people some peanut butter and bread, and they're like, oh, cheers, man. And just start talking
Maybe
to
that
us.
should be the name of your podcast, peanut butter.
Peanut
bread.
butter and bread. Nah, not the biggest fan. But yeah, that's it. Like if you are gonna travel on a budget, straight up just peanut butter, like a spread and bread,
Yeah.
spread and bread. Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was. But Corinthian Islands, cool
So,
as
like
beautiful, stunning. Like one of my favorite islands.
That boat trip with Rachel and Jamie and Emma,
Yeah.
that was really cool. You just like hire a little, like a man in a boat.
Yeah, I think it was $5 each or something.
Yeah, something silly. And he just takes you out to like a few different spots, like around the island, with snorkel and flippers, and you can like go swimming.
With
There's
turtles
and
and
like fish.
heaps
and
of fish.
we're looking out for sharks.
Because
We went to
they said we
Shark
could
Point or
go with
something.
sharks, but there was no sharks around.
Sharks. But it was still just like a fucking cool day. Like
Oh, it was a sick day. Hanging out with the girls and just like going on the boat. The dude who was taking us was like,
he was
he was
so
like
young.
14 or
yeah.
something. Max.
Smoking.
Yeah, smoking his durries. that was cool. And because the island's so small and there's not much to do, you just hang out.
Yeah. Like they have like a couple little shops for like, you know, necessities like water if you need a bottle of water, sunscreens if you're on fucking beach all day.
And then restaurants at night.
Yeah.
Like heaps of restaurants pop up at night and get food during the day. And then along the front is mostly hostels and a few like bungalows
Oh,
and
everyone
stuff.
dives there.
Yeah, that's the main reason everyone goes. Is for the open water diving courses.
Yeah. So you can, like, I think it's meant to be like the cheapest place to get your diving ticket.
That's what we got told, like
Yeah.
cheapest in the world, one off to get your diving ticket.
Yeah. So a lot of people are there to like get their ticket or just to see the dives there. Because, I mean, there's all those creatures that you can see.
And it's just straight up beautiful. Like we just hung out on the Long Beach every single day because there's nothing to do. You just hang out with everyone. You can play volley and shit with everyone.
We walked across to the other side to watch the sunset a couple times.
Yeah,
It was
and
really
at
good.
night just chill out and drink, eh?
Yeah, and they have like the fire show at night.
Yeah.
Like
The fire dancers and stuff.
yeah,
there's
fire dances.
there's like 2 bars I think, or like each restaurant kind of thing has its own bar, but
There's a couple that's sort of like the main ones.
yeah. But we all just hung out on the beach and just drank. It was fucking dope.
And then we all just left.
And everyone like slowly crept off slowly. I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
But that was me. As. Spent there, a week, eh? Like, the hostels were pretty shitty, but they're cheap enough. And then we got a guest house for, was $20 a night, $20-something a night.
Yeah.
$20-something.
Which we shared with Emma.
And we just
so-
shared it with Emma, which was Sweet.
Yeah, and it came with breakfast, really yummy breakfast every day, so
Yeah.
that was good.
Winning. And then
Everything's about food.
then after that, some of the Rachel and Jamie were going to Taman Negara, and they told us about it, the oldest rainforest in the world, other than the Australian rainforest.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of competition, like
Something going on there anyway.
it says it's the oldest rainforest, so of course we were going to go there.
We're just like,
But did
check
we
that
go
shit.
to
oh, we went to
Terengganu first?
yeah, Kuala Terengganu, and we spent like 4 days. From there, we went. So from Corinthians, caught the boat back inland, went to the nearest major city, and
Which is, yeah.
spent 3 or 4 days there.
It wasn't a tourist city at all, like,
Nah, that's straight local city.
yeah, there was, I don't know, maybe a handful of other tourists that we saw when we were there, but good food.
Fuck, Malaysia's food though, like super, especially Kuala Terengganu, not especially, but we're having some mean munches.
Yes.
Like they got a little Chinatown and stuff, and you can buy like turtle eggs and shit like that.
Which are illegal, but they still sell them
Yeah.
everywhere.
So that was, and we spent 4 days there or something, just
Yeah.
chilling out. I fucking bought ice cream. I thought it was a hokey pokey. So I went and I was just like, oh, yo, hokey pokey ice cream at the supermarket.
And we were watching Game of Thrones at this time.
Oh yeah, we're smashing through Game of Thrones. I was like, get some hokey pokey ice cream. We found a hostel that was $5 a night, so $10 between us. So we're just like, sweet, we
And it
can
was
stay here.
not busy at all because, of course, like it wasn't a tourist city, so hardly anyone there. Really good Wi-Fi, super clean.
Super clean. So we were just
Yeah,
like,
kitchen, which we were cooking out.
because we were in Malaysia, we had a 3-month visa for Malaysia. We were trying to sort out what the fuck are we up to, and so we ended up chilling there for a while. I'm just gonna take off the music. Yeah, so ended up chilling there for a while, and that ice cream. So I bought the ice cream, and I thought it was hokey pokey, and then the fucker like I got
So
it
we
back.
got real comfy. Like,
Got set up like bean bags and all. Set up like yo, we're ready. Let's watch this Game of Thrones. Clicked it on, grabbed the ice cream, like went to go eat it, put it in my mouth, and it was just like a funny. Because it was like vanilla, no, French vanilla looking, but it had like little hokey pokeys in it. I was like, oh, yo, that's the shit. I fucks with that. French vanilla's my stuff. And then it ended up being a corn flavoured ice cream.
So, not hokey pokey.
Not hokey pokey at all. Like ultra disappointed. Yuck ass. Ended up like trying to give it to the locals. And
Even they didn't want it.
like, I was like, oh, do you want this? It's corn flavoured, and I was like, no, it's okay. That was my Malaysian. It's okay, thank you. Thank you.
I feel like
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
But yeah,
That was a sad day in life.
so
I think the next day we bought Kit Kat ice cream.
yeah, fully smashed the whole tub. Kick out ice cream about their life there. That's pretty mean. So yeah, that was a good bulk of Malaysia anyway. That was like 2 weeks. We spent ages there. We're 46 minutes deep. I'm gonna move on from Malaysia, and should we run on a current event?
Sure.
What's your current event, Jessie?
So let's just backstory. Tim told me that I have to have a current event for this. And I couldn't find one, so I was getting really angry. And so I just looked on stuff.co.nz, and there's some little debate about the size of chip scoops at the fish and chip. So
Say that again for the video.
what size is the right size for your scoop of chips?
We haven't spoken about this yet, so
Well, it pretty much says like every place that you go to has a different scoop, right? So like I know.
can you move over?
Oh, the couch
You're like
is so
your center camera. So, what did they say about size-wise?
Well, they're saying like it should be weighed so that like when you go to the fish and chip shop, you know that your scoop of chips is going to be the same no matter where you go. Or like it should say on the sign 1 scoop of chips and then in brackets, you know, like however many grams it is. But then like I don't know, if your fish and chip shop has been giving you the same scoop for the last 10 years and then they go and change it, you're going to be pissed. If they start like giving you a smaller scoop, right? Because you know your 2 scoops is going to feed your family and then it changes. And you're like, hold
just
on.
some silly weight and you're just like,
Now I'm going to pay for 5 scoops? No.
bro, what happened here? I think, like, if I was paying, I don't know, what are we talking, how much is a scoop? Let's say a scoop's $2.50?
Yes, is that standard?
Think
They don't, fish and chips don't even occur in WA. Well, I mean they do, but
I don't know, we haven't really gone and got fish and chips.
I tried to get it that once, and it was just silly. No. Anyway,
I don't know, standard back home,
like
$2.50.
$2? Yeah.
I'd say $2.50-ish. Well, I'd at least expect one of those punnet things.
So this is what the article said. It was like the punnet that you buy at like when you go to a fairground or like a rugby game or that sort of thing. That's 330 grams, and it should all be based off that. Like that
Straight
should
up,
be one scoop.
At least.
But then they did like a trial of like different
Asian places and all that. Takeaways.
like fish and chip shops, and it ranged from like 280 grams to 550 grams.
Oh, see, because I like those ones where you go and get the $2 chips and it doesn't come in a little punnet thing or a little bag. You get a full on like
that's your
newspaper wrapped and you open it.
And if you're like used to that, if you know like after school I'm gonna go get my fish and
feed the
chips.
whānau.
But even like, you know, when you go after high school and be like, oh everyone let's go get something.
Do you want to get a dollar
got
chip
a dollar?
each?
Yeah.
Should we chip-ins?
And then you know that's gonna feed you and all your friends, and then they change it. No, people are gonna protest your fish and chip shop.
Protest, you reckon?
Well, I mean, probably not protest, but
They won't be happy,
there's
that's for
gonna be
sure.
some drama.
I think, but I think at least one of those little punnet things. Like minimum. And I'm happy.
I wish they had fish and chips here.
Some $2 chips. I could do some $2 chips right now.
Oh, with some chicken
I'm
chips.
stingy as fuck. I'll make my own potato chips just to stop to save my $2.
It's true.
Get a bag of potatoes for $2, yeah.
But then we have to wait sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice.
Or they burn.
It's never as good, to be honest. But yeah, I think $2.50.
You know what's so nice though, when you get that punnet thingy at like the fairgrounds or whatever, is when you put the sauce on it and then it like soaks into the chips.
That's true.
Oh,
Fuck those places though. They're like $3.50.
oh they're really
$3.50, $4 for that little chips. I feel like throwing it at them. I'm like, bro,
It's
is
not
this
okay.
like what kind of oil did you use? Olive oil? At
Golden
least?
oil.
Yeah. Did you put that good stuff on? My current event is.
Let's keep talking about food.
Let's talk about that food too. Is so Kim and Kanye releasing baby pics. They've been offered like millions for pictures of their kids or of their newest kids saying, and they've rejected saying that they'll because they do sell pictures of their kids because you know how they're not about posting like the paparazzi taking pictures of their kids. They kind of keep it hidden.
Yeah.
Keep their kids undercover, but yeah. So they're saying that they've rejected the offers, but they will take offers later maybe, or they'll put their own pictures out when they feel like it.
I thought they did, but like they themselves post pictures of their kids, eh?
Sometimes.
Not just like not that often.
Not,
Their kids
like,
are on freaking.
what's the Northers, but like Saint or whatever hasn't been, and they've done the same with North. Like they didn't post much until like 3 months or until like a certain amount of time had passed.
Well, they're prerogative.
What do you think though? Do you think that's cool that they do that, or?
Or that they don't post pictures.
Yeah. Or that do you think it's okay that they sell the pictures?
Well, I think selling pictures is a little bit weird. Like those are your kids, and you're like using them for
But-
money.
But then the thing with that is that these guys are using the kids for money. If they get pictures, they're selling those pictures anyway.
Isn't there like some sort of law against the paparazzi being able to take pictures of kids, or like?
I think so, maybe. But like they're making. I think it's cool that they do use they're making money. I think that if they are gonna have pictures taken instead of like TMZ and Women's Day and all those fuckers like making millions, I think it's cool that they actually have like, okay, we're ready to take
Control.
pictures. Yeah, they're in control of their children, and the fact that they're like, in that way they're not, because heaps of people now, I don't know, so like friends and stuff. Sorry guys, but get the camera out of your kid's fucking face, bro. That's like, it's cool, we get it, you love your kid, but you don't have to constantly be like putting the camera in the kid's face and taking pictures and the baby's laughing and the baby's doing this.
I think it's sad, like when you see, I don't know, when kids get a little bit older, when they're like 2 or 3 or whatever, and you see them like pick up the phone to do what we do, you know, like take a selfie and stuff.
Yeah.
It just makes me like, oh no, like,
so good. Yeah, because they know how to use the phone, they're bored and they pick up a phone to take pictures of themselves. That's not something I don't know. We don't have kids. See, the thing is, we don't have kids yet, so a lot of people are going to be like, "Fuck you."
I mean, fine. Like that's fine.
That's
cool.
Say
fuck you because we don't have kids, but this is just our like opinion.
Our opinions, and in general, I know that's not gonna.
Yeah.
I got friends who do post their kids, but once every so often, and it's cool. I really enjoy watching it because it's not a constant daily barrage of child. So I really enjoy it when it's the odd funny little thing of their child, not just their child watching TV.
Yeah, and like why? I don't know. You should be enjoying your time with your child without having to have your phone there. You know, like.
Yeah. I enjoy Snapchatting stuff and all that, but at the same time, you see a minute of my day, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so get the phone out of your child's face. I think I know that when I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. When we have children, that I'm not gonna.
This is gonna be on recording, so if you start, like,
I'm not gonna be like, wow, look at him. And I will, but when it's funny things, but not the whole day. Just a barrage of pictures of my kid, and my kid's not gonna. I don't even want my kids playing on, devices too much, because it's not the buzz, cuz. It's good that they know how to use that stuff, but
I don't know, to a point.
Yeah, to a point. You don't. I still think I'm pretty old school in the way. Like, go outside, ride a bike. I do that shit daily. I'll go out. Instead of sitting at home, I'll think to myself, "Fuck, you're doing nothing. Go ride your bike and go. I'll go sit at the park and just chill out. Go to a library. Do that sort of thing."
It's such an extension of us now. Like.
Yeah, the fuckers. It's so easy to look at it.
Like, I frustrate myself sometimes when I'm on it.
You get bored, eh? And
yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm bored. What do I do? And you just start scrolling.
It's like that. I watched something on it. No, I read something on it about the addiction. Like, there's two. It's like an addiction that you'd have to a drug.
It is. It's worse.
It's because it gives you gratification. When you post a picture or whatever, you're waiting for those likes, and getting that like is the same thing. Like, it does the same thing in your brain when you have a drug, like that positive reinforcement.
Yeah, I get you. I understand.
Yeah.
And
why?
That's
it's
true.
so fucked up.
But then even without that, it's still an addiction. You know, you don't have to be posting, but
you're still
gonna look and scroll. Yeah, what's happening here? What's happening here? Instead of being in it. And I think that I enjoyed this when, like, having a podcast and stuff, because phone away, just sit and talk.
When was the last time you found someone to talk on the phone?
I spoke to Raina last week. Yeah, a couple of days ago.
I work on the phone, so.
Like, he's funny, yeah. I spoke to him. I don't know, I enjoy talking. I spoke to my mum.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoy talking on the phone. It's way better than just messaging.
Yeah, it's so much more personal. Sorry. Just
That's
check
cool.
that out there.
So we're probably going to wrap this up. Shout out to Raro Muscle.
Oh shit. Just chilling in this comfy ass. If you're going to Raro.
Anyone going to Raro, Tonga.
They got the supplement hut, and they're about to open a gym.
Yep.
So just go hit it up, check it out, show some support.
Yeah, I'll make Josh Goodbrick, Joshy Boy. I know, Joshy Boy's. Everyone's Joshy Boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out his stuff. Thanks Melvin, Millie Mouse on SoundCloud. Rara Muscle somewhere here. Melvin, Millie Mouse, SoundCloud here. That's me adding in shit.
Oh, I was so confused.
Gotcha, Jay. But yeah, go check it out. And what can you take from this? I would say get your phone out of your kid's face.
Don't be a consumer.
You're allowed to do it if you want, but to a point, you know. You don't have to shove it in their face, record every single thing.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, half of your followers probably don't give a fuck, G. Just throwing it out there.
They won't tell you.
They're not gonna tell you like, oh, so cute. Yeah. We get like, your child is cute. We love you. I love your child, but I don't want to watch your child fucking eat a snot and stuff like. To be honest, I'd rather watch your kid eat a snot. To be honest, that'd be pretty funny.
Okay, so
that's
if
something.
He's gonna eat a snot.
Record.
Film it. But
Record.
if it's just like sitting there playing, doesn't want to see it.
Or watching TV and shit. I don't want to see it, G. And consumerism. You know, don't go.
Think before you're gonna go and just like chuck your money away.
Yeah, don't go into debt for things that. Do you really need it? Can you take?
What's it gonna do for you? How's it gonna help your life?
What's your benefits of owning this thing other than having the latest thing?
Sorry, just reminded me of this lady I used to work with, and her rule for her children was, however much, like an item of clothing costs. Say if it's $50, it has to be able to be worn 5 times to get it's at least 5 times to get its use out of it. So if you want a $100 dress, it has to be able to be worn 10 times.
That's pretty decent, eh?
10 times. I think that is so smart.
Just fucking $7 t-shirt once, bro.
You don't even have to wear it for a whole once.
Oh, I can wear that. This has been worn like 20 times now. You win, Kmart.
But hey, I mean, people could start thinking about it like that.
Yeah, think of what you're spending. What is the use of? Are you going to use it potential wise, worth its money?
Yeah.
Is it value?
Or is it just going to make you happy for 2 hours?
For the likes, G. You're living for the likes. And what else did we talk about? Beach dance, G. Travel. Check out the Perhentians. Perhentians would probably be my favourite spot in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And one of the best islands I've ever been to in my life.
So fucking pretty.
So just the whole island vibe. If you haven't lived island vibe until you've been there, right? Or something like it, where there's not much happening. There's no roads. There's no cars. You don't go to the mall. You just straight.
Showering is something different.
Yeah, cold showers, back and back, being bull.
In the dark, getting locked in.
Check that place out and have a laugh.
Yeah.
Enjoy life. And thanks for listening. Listen to the TNT show. And this, I don't know, give me a feedback on what I should call it. Yawns and Yarns or the Buzzcuzz. I like both.
Same.
With Yawns and Yarns with Te Manihira, aka Timmy Two-Tone.
Or the Buzzcuzz.
Or the Buzzcuzz with the cuz, Te Manihira.
Oh, that's cool.
Your cousin, everyone's cousin. Because everyone thinks I'm their cousin.
Like that song.
They Hummel.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Day Hummel. Thanks for listening, everyone. And
enjoy our talks.
enjoy. Ladder bulk.